Dr. Swami, for giving me this opportunity on such a subject. In fact, I had collected all the statistics for all the announcements made by the finance minister in different tranches. And we don't need Goldman Sachs or Barclays or Moody's to tell us
we don't
it is
need
only 1% of this. Even our own State Bank of India senior officers, they have calculated and they have also come to the figure of only 1%. Now, both Mr. Venkatesh and you have rightly said, in fact, you have been saying it for years together, that in order to stimulate the economy, the money has to be available with the people who go to buy, going to the market. Now, what's the point of opening the market when the market shops are open, but there's nothing, no customer is going to buy them.
That's right.
Now, what about middle class? You are doing Manrega, 40,000 additional money has been given. Pradhan Mantri, Garib, Jan Kalyan, fine, all right, 5 kilo rice and all that. But what about middle class? Middle class purchases 50% of the durables and consumables in this country every year.
Correct.
You have to put the money. Now, for example, income tax exemption could be one such measure. And same thing could be given even to MSMEs. If MSMEs are told that bring your last year's balance sheet, and from the last year's balance sheet, whatever income tax you have paid, at least 50% we will exempt this year. At least they will feel some kind of really, some enthusiasm will be there for them that they are going to save by the month of September, October, when the returns are filed, they are going to save some money. So there has to be pure give and give, no give and take, only give and give. So once you give, and money is being invested for 1 year, 2 years, short term and long term. Right now, we don't need short term and long term. We need immediate help, immediate measures in the next 3 months.
John Maynard Keynes had said in the long term we'll all be dead, when it was the same thing at the same time during the Depression.
Yes. In fact,
I think you should get a chance to reply to both of us.
Yeah. In fact, there is an interesting thing that the finance ministry came with. They said we are reducing the TDS and that will improve liquidity. This was on March 14th. Now, let us assume I earn 1 crore of rupees in this hard times from, say, Jagdish Ji, and I bill him 1 crore. Jagdish Ji will cut, instead of 10 lakh rupees, he is supposed to cut only 7.5 lakh as TDS and pay me 92.5 lakhs instead of 90 lakhs. Now, when that money comes, that extra 2.5 lakhs is supposed to make me rich, prosperous. I'm going to go to space with that money. But what happens by June 15th, when the advance tax bill has to be paid, which is the date on which I have to pay my advance tax for the current year, I have to curse Jagdish Ji and pay the increased advance tax along with the shortfall in the TDS, which I will have to remit it to the government. So if at all I am enjoying this liquidity, is liquidity between 14th May and 15th June. So if really somebody has really cut a TDS and paid a check in his lifetime, they would know how much fallacious is this idea. And similarly, a huge virtue was made out of refunding the taxes. In reality, what is happening is IT department is issuing notice after notice and stalling that also. Wow. What is supposed to be my legitimate demand, they stall it by raising subsequent years notice and say there is an issue over here. So I'm not releasing the previous year's demand because I may have to adjust it. Anyhow, let this money be here. Anyhow, you may have to catch it. That is the approach of the department at the lower level. Be that as it may, the department's idea, that the whole idea is that we will not pay, and even if we pay, we make a virtue out of it, is something I would say it was very naive on part of the finance ministry team to have done it. As far as the SME, sir, I will try to bring it here. Very interesting. Again, real life situation. 3 lakh crores given, finance minister said, use the word automatic. And poor MSME guys thought that the call will come at 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. from the branch managers telling that 20% has been credited to your accounts. You will get another 5 crore, 3 crore, whatever. But it is not automatic because the limits have to be calculated, the drawing power worked out. There is so much of issues about it. And the government says we are going to give a guarantee through a credit guarantee trust. And even this credit guarantee trust was there prior. It was not that it has come on 14th of May. It exists for several years. And even in those cases, for Mudra loans, if the loans go bad, the same government sends CBI officers to the bank officers and say these loans are bad. In fact, despite the fact there is a CGT MSc guarantee, you first answer Prevention of Corruption Act. If this package were to be a success, and I would urge Dr. Swamy, if he can write a letter to the Prime Minister, for this 3 lakh crores, please suspend CBI action on every branch manager officer. Because these are troubled times, you cannot be taking measurement to the dar and then saying that I will give you, I cannot work like that. Today, if it is automatic, if there is a pressure to release, there I cannot look at your balance sheet because the finance ministry assumes this is only a liquidity problem. They don't understand there is a solvency problem. The solvency problem is humongous today. Mostly including state governments are broke. Yes. So today you can't look at anybody's balance sheet and say, I'm going to fund you. You can't look at it. You have to say, as doctors have said, you have to print notes and hand it over to people whosoever comes your way. It is like Tirupati Prasad. You just, if you're in the queue, take the prasad. Yes. If that is how it is done, we can revive. Or the government has to have a huge capital expenditure program, for which I don't think so the government has the bandwidth today.
Not only that, the bureaucrats will eat half of it.
Yes. So they don't have the bandwidth. So we are in a case where we are caught between a hard place and a rock. So we need to have a new thinking, a fresh approach. Unless we have this, if we are going to have an incremental approach and look behind our shoulder to see whether the fiscal deficit is 1.8% or 1.9%, and many of these are double counted. In fact, if you look at it, why there is a difference between Barclays Bank experts and State Bank experts is because several figures are double counted. For instance, Manrega, what was released in the first instance is from the Manrega of the budget. The 40,000 crore probably comes as a stimulus package. Likewise, the Pradhan Mantri largest to the farmers is only front loaded from the budget. It is not a stimulus package. It is only front loaded from the budget. So if you remove all these things, probably 1% will be the extra blow on the budget as compared to the GDP. So with this, you cannot lift the economy. With a spoon, you can't lift the Himalayas. We are trying to leverage that. We have to have a very big leveraging equipment. And that would be in the order of 10 to 15 lakh crores of stimulus spent by the government. The fiscal side, actual money flow. Not when RBI plays SIDBI pays State Bank, and State Bank again parts the money with RBI. No, you say, I have paid 50,000 crores to SIDBI, add 50,000. SIDBI says, I have paid 50,000 to State Bank, add another 50,000. State Bank says, I have paid back this money to RBI. So 1,50,000 of stimulus package. This cannot be by any stretch of imagination a liquidity package also. Even if that is the prescription also, it is double counted. So unless the finance ministry comes out with a very, very clear team and a plan, this needs to go to the root of the matter. We need to strike it down. For instance, Labour Ministry does not seem to have any data about migrant labor since 2001. What was this Labour Ministry doing? And every third month, they used to see a small PIB clipping saying that we are rationalizing labor laws into 4 codes. And now they say no need for even these 4 codes. Labor law is abolished. No, this is I don't know whether Dr. Swamy accepts this fact. I don't know whether it's the party's view. But I feel, Dr. Swamy, we can't have a country without any labor laws.
That's right.
And we can't be North Korea. We can't be North Korea by any stretch of imagination. We need to have labor laws, but we have to decriminalize labor laws. We have to make it rational. We have to make it modern. We have to make it competitive in line with our challenges. But we can't be saying that no labor law. This is stunning to say the least. And this is what we have come about. And I don't know if labor laws are not required. Why should we have the Labour Ministry?